I'm taking a risk. I absolutely love walking out here. I have not walked out here for 4 months, and Mr. Turbo misses it. I miss it. I'm a little bit late, I think, for seeing lyrebirds on the side of the road, but heck, let's just see what we come up with. God, I've missed seeing that. My God. I've missed hugging my trees. I've missed talking to my trees. Long time to be away from something you absolutely adore and love doing. It's a passion. It's like it's not an exercise. This is a passion. But there's a lot of people that don't get on with me and I don't get on with them, that really want to make this walk on this road extremely difficult and traumatizing. Oh God, he's dropping one. Oh, Turbo. And I didn't bring a black bag. And mind you, I am unfit. And I have got a chest infection. So you're going to hear me poofing and poofing. You know, I just woke up and went before my feet even hit the ground. I'm going for a walk. Hey, too far. Too far. Now I know there's wallabies over there, and he has the instincts of a dog and wants to chase them, and I don't want him to chase them. Morning! Whereabouts are you from? Rickon. He is. He's such a little sweetie. This, like I said, Rick, earlier, this is I haven't been here for 4 months, 5 months longer, because of a certain event that took place with another person and I, and police were involved, an ambulance was involved, and she lives on this road. Now, it's not just her, there's one other person on this road that I've had to make a police statement for. And hang on, I didn't turn my internet on my sound. There we go. And she's also had the police called on her from my daughter. So living in the mountains, yeah, it may look majestic, but there's some really hectic people on this mountain. Normally, I'd be doing my caravan, stripping it down, but everybody's still asleep at my place. And I know half of them are like me, have got this chest infection. The more rest you get, I think the sooner you start recovering. But being a grandmother of so many little ones and have to babysit, plus pulling the caravan down, there's no rest for me. No. John, stop. Hello, Haitian. Is it? Oh, thank you. Look, people that look. Well, then a place like this is somewhere. Look at this, John. Look at the size of that tree. Hopefully, coming on this walk with me will make you feel a little bit better. Hey, Kate. Kate, I'm a little bit abbreviation illiterate. What does WYD stand for? Your day, something? I think. McLeely, how are you going? Thanks for the heart. Look, this is my hug-a-bug tree. I'll show you how much I hug it. I've worn a spot in it. This is called an oak tree. And when you mill these, way back in the days that my ex-husband used to work in an old sawmill, or private sawmill, that wood has red flecks through it. Now, I think we've missed, see that? That's a wallaby track. Look at the size of this baby. We have missed, this is called a tallowood. It's an extremely hard Australian wood. If you put a nail in it, you have to drill. If you put a screw in it, you have to drill. Drill all your timber first. I love nature, mate. It's been 5 months since I've been out here because of some extremely intense 2 women that live on this road. One of them I've had to put a PPO, personal protection order, against her. And the other one, she's just a crazy stalker. And then I say, you know what? Each to their own. Just if that woman gets a kicks off and rocks off stalking her ex-lover, let her do it. I'll stand under the fern tree for you. There's a fern tree. How cool's that? Come on, Ferbs. I'm not sure if we're going to see any lyrebirds today. I just needed to get out in the bush. And this is only like 2 kilometres from my, or like 1.5 miles from my property. Whereabouts are you? Molly, whereabouts do you live, Molly? Ishan, Hishan, where do you live? Isn't it beautiful how the bush grows back even after heavy logging? But it never grows back the same. There's the place up there. Molly. What's Molly? Ishan. That's where the stalker lives. She's got lots of jokes, as you can hear. Trying to avoid that one like a red hot poker. I'm not a good editor, so I won't go. I don't. That's why I go live, because I can't edit properly. I don't even know how to edit. I've never edited. Oh, I can hear a live bird. Hopefully I get to see one. I hope I'm not too late. But I've got my noisy shoes on today. Stalker. Oh my god, I've missed this. Looks like I've just missed the ginger bean and flower. Not even a flower there. Lots of seeds. If we're lucky, we might even find a live bird feather. So peaceful. Look at that. That's called a crow's nest. Thanks, Darren. Oh, I'm not sure if you're an Australian. If you're an Australian, Darren. Oh God, I can't get that unfocused. That's a lie bird. I'm in the hinterlands up in Coffs Harbour, New South Wales, Australia. Even though it's beautiful, this road gets pretty hectic with a lot of people that can be quite traumatizing because of addictions and mental illness. You're going to find it everywhere. I'm like, it's not like I haven't been through it. I have. But I seek help. God, you've got to know when to ask for help. Especially when you start displaying signs of acts and things that you just know aren't right. But I'm here. I'm out here again. This is like, it's been 5 months. And in 5 months, I know a property out here is being sold. Unfortunately. My plan is to win $90 million and buy all these properties on this track. So I don't get... See, that's new. So I don't get harassed just by filming and doing nature walks. And more, like I said earlier, this is not my exercise. This is like therapy. Coming out in the bush. Like I have seen dingoes out here, and we're coming up to the corner where I've seen koalas. I filmed them, thank goodness. It took 4.5 years to finally record a koala around here. Thanks, Darren. Yeah. Thanks, mate. Yeah. I will. Seen a big red-bellied black snake there last summer. Look, you can see the lyrebirds been out here. They're all scratching. Hishan, if you don't behave, I may have to block you. I don't come out here for shit on the phone or shit on the track. That can happen any time in my bloody life. I don't need it while I'm filming. Mate. Thanks, Darren. Oh, sweet. That's nice. Check out the crow's nests. Look at the size of that for an old log. And that's one of those ones where they'd stick a piece of wood in and hand saw. They would hand saw that off. And there's another one. Look how tall that fern tree is. Yeah, Darren, it is beautiful, but I get so harassed by women. There's 2 women out here. Look, there's a crow's nest and a staghorn. See if I can focus. That one is a staghorn, and they're crow's nests. They love potassium. They're great with banana peels. And usually we have bees in these puddles, but not today. It might be a bit cold at the moment for the bees. We had a giant tree just down here who was extremely old. He was like an original, but the old-fashioned boys that used to do hand sawing, not chainsawing, Decided to leave him because he was hollowing them up the guts. And when they hollow up the guts, you can't mill them. So he was one of those ones that was left. And being a big old boy, all those years old, like I'm talking, he's probably 300 years old to get to the size he did. He just had enough. And one flooding, when we had big floods up here, he fell. He fell over. Here he is. Up. Up there is his root. That's the size of him. He's extremely big. Big burls. Look at the burl. Like, that's a burl. My mum used to come out to this bush and collect burls. Not the ones that were on the trees, the ones that had fallen. And she'd make garden lamps out of them. Way back. That was early 90s, like late 80s, early 90s. See this property? I've come across the guy that owns it, and he's been sweeping his driveway. He swept all the leaves off his driveway. Oh gosh, I just thought that was so sweet. I don't think I've ever seen anybody out here sweeping their driveway. Check out the moss. That's like a little world of its own. I'm not sure if we still have a pet cemetery out here. That did get sold, so it may be gone now. Not even a wallaby. Normally we've got wallabies down here. Not this morning. I have to get out here at 6:30 in the morning to film the wallabies and the lyrebirds. One other reason I've got YouTube going is in case I come across one of those people. At least I've got footage of it. Yeah, like I said earlier, one of them's got a PPO on her. Yeah. Now, the guy that used to own the property way past here, this is the council road, but council don't touch it. So the guy that owned the end property decided to clean the road up, both sides, and just went out to pelt on it. and made it worse. Check out the size of that quartz. It's huge. This is where the old pet cemetery used to be, up in there. There'd be mornings I'd come out here and go, oh, what's that smell? Not clicking or realising that they're cremating something, but I'd be like, oh gosh, what's that really strong, pungent smell? This is usually where I walk to, touch the gate, turn around, head back. And it'd be them burning or cremating a body, an animal, a horse, a cow, a dog, a cat. I've seen them. I've seen them with a dolphin in the back, because Coffs Harbour's got a pet porpoise pool. I don't know why they decided to, oh, I kind of do now, thinking about it. Cremation of a dolphin means they didn't have to dig a hole to put that dolphin in, because there's nowhere for them to do that. I shall, Darren. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate watching. Yeah, I used to do this at least 5 times a week, every morning. But I get a bit, apprehensive doing it. But hey, have an amazing day, guys. Yeah. Be safe. God bless. So I'm going to keep rolling for the walk back, just because you never know. Never know what you might spot. Where you might spot. Like, you can't miss my car. I've parked it on the road. And everybody knows my car up here. Everybody. It's got all my advertisement on the back of it. So of course, everybody knows my car. Oh my God, I've missed this so much. I can't wait till the mushrooms start appearing. I think what happened this year is either I've missed it, or it's just been too dry. But we did get, we got 7 months of rain last year and the beginning of this year. 7 months. And that was, hear that tree knocking. Let's turn it up. Oh gosh, honestly, if there's a yowie out there, I'd know it. I know we've got a lot of forest between me and towns, and I have seen, there it goes again, and I have seen dingoes out here just crossing the road, stop and look at me. I'm like, hey foreigner, what are you doing? There it is. What are you doing in our way? Yeah, sometimes it does still feel like that. Hear that? Oh, sweet Darren. Thanks, mate. Oh, I'm Fiona. Nice to meet you, mate. Yeah. Well, as you've seen, my page is called Angels Readings Mountain Life. I don't know, people get a bit strange when they know my profession. I've had it all my life, so I don't know any different. And when they come and see me and book me for it, my abilities, they're pretty blown away. Hey, before you go, check this out. That's that giant tree I was talking to you about. It's huge. Anyway. I used to be a beef farmer up here. We could have a thing up here that I never knew about called blackleg. And we had to adjust our 200 acres and to a guy from Dubbo. And poor bugger, we forgot to tell him, you've got to drench your cows for blackleg. So within the first 2 months, 2 of his girls went down and got blackleg. So we rounded them all up. Lovely man, absolutely lovely man. We rounded them up, put them in the stalls, drenched every one of them, and he never lost another one. So yeah, blackleg was blackleg was it's pretty well known up here. Victoria, down in Victoria, I never had it. Didn't know what blackleg was. Oh, I suppose I wasn't a cattle wife back then. But that husband's now been divorced and passed away. So yeah, I'm one of these women that give me a basket of Ryobi tools and watch what I can do. And I've been taught, I've just self-taught. I love building, I love making. We're coming up to that woman that's got all the chooks and the roosters, and I'm quite surprised. None of the lyrebirds have tried to imitate the roosters. Which, I've heard them make really bizarre clicking noises. Like click, click, click. There's one down there. You can hear him. I love it. Thank goodness you can go in that bush and you can walk and you can walk and you can walk. You're going to get ticks and leeches all over you. And a thing called wait a while, which is, it's a bit of a very prickly. Check out what I've just seen. Somebody's been tossing their Great Northern bottles on there. Yeah. You know what I think as soon as I say that shit? Oh look, there's 10 cents. Later. I will pick it up. That's where a lyrebird's been this morning. We don't get bush turkeys. I haven't seen A lot of bush turkeys out here. I think the lyrebirds sort them out. Back in the days, I used to walk 4 kilometres out in the middle of bloody nowhere in this, still on this mountain. And I discovered a lot of first things out there. My first legless lizard, my first blind snake, which just looked like a big bloody worm, my first giant earthworm. Gosh, I remember bringing one of them home for my kids to have a look at on my morning walks. Thank you. No, my pleasure. Yesterday, if I had to come out at around about 6:30 when the sun was breaking the sky, it was absolutely crystals everywhere. The frost, the giant frost. There we go. Breaking the silence. The giant frost we had was huge. In this type of nature, you don't get frost. The forest doesn't get frost. And you treat this forest right, without heavy logging it, it stays moist, even through drought. And there's no risk of, or real risk of bushfires, but this is like 3rd generation logged. And you know, because the big boys and girls are very far and few between. Illegal dumping of garden waste. That is not natural. And it's spreading. Oh, somebody give that an axe for Christmas. Honestly, you don't need 10 roosters. You don't need 20 roosters. You don't even need one. You just buy fertilised eggs off a farmer. Put them on the broody chook. There you go. Thank God he shut up. The size of that log. It's huge. Like, there's the dog. That's the size of it. It's yeah. Used to be Prestige. projection. That's why I have projection. Win $90 million. Buy every property on this road. Lock it up. Keep it safe. Oh, look. That's a hoop pine. That's quite bizarre. We have, like, those hoop pines got pretty heavily logged out here. So it's a rarity. See a hoop pine. These guys logged about 3.5 years ago. Like, that's not logged. That's logged. Pretty sparse through there. And as weird as it is, I'm a tree hugger. I love chugging. I love hugging the trees. And I got a sense that there was logging going to happen. Every time I hugged the tree, I'm like, no. Sure enough, within 2, maybe 3 months of feeling that sensation, I started logging. 2 properties up here were getting logged. Now I'll show you the trees I was hugging, and it's right across from here. And I could not walk out here. No, there's 3 properties up logging. I could not walk out here for 18 months. It was devastating. Here comes the hucklebuck trees. Like, I've got a few hucklebuck trees. You ready? That one, sorry. That one, and that little oak tree down there. And these were the guys that gave me the sensation that I was going to get logged. And I'm like, no. Oh, I can smell something dead. Oh, which way is the wind blowing? Oh, where is it, Turbs? It's not right. Unless it's a kangaroo or something. Whew. Yeah, no smell or vision yet. That big boy, I twisted my ankle on trying to give him a hug. Don't hug him anymore. My favourite. Look how big he is. I do give that one a hug, but he gets a lot of spiders on him. Look at that in there. Aren't they spectacular? Mr. Maintenance Man! Hey! How you going? I have not seen you for a while. You should see the caravan. Mate! The roof peeled off it nicely on a really big windy day. All the windows are gone. I finally got the door off yesterday. This is my hugabug tree. This one I do hug. And you can see I hug it a lot. See the indent where I just give it a big old squeeze. But yeah, I was just saying that hugging these trees, I got a sense that there was logging going to happen. And it kept happening. Yeah. And I'm like, I kept saying, no one's going to log out of here. Sure enough, 3 properties logged within 3 months of me sensing that property, and a property down here. Yeah. Mate, you've missed most of the spectacular walk. Like, if I got out here earlier, we would have caught the lyrebirds doing their lyrebird thing. But, yeah, at the moment we've just got the whipbirds going. So, yeah, they've heavily logged out here now. So, for another 20 years in this country, you cannot privately, if you're on private property, you cannot log again for another 20 years. Like, don't get me wrong, I know it's what happens. Yes, I do burn a wood fire, I have wood. I get it off our local sawmill guys. But hey, it doesn't stop me coming out here along this road. On the side of the road, I still have my little bits of timber that I know are there, and I can do and come and get it with my 2 chainsaws. I'm very proud I own 2 chainsaws. But yeah, check that out. Like, they really opened this shit up. Never used to look like this. It used to look like that. But oddly enough, koalas are extremely difficult to spot. You will go 3-4 years out here before you see a koala. But yeah, 2 years ago, I went riding in our national park, and I was riding very proud of this big boy, my Honda 750 Shadow. He's a beautiful big boy. And took him out on the dirt. No. Anyway, took him out on the dirt. This guy wanted to know where one of these roads were that drop you down off the escarpment into the valley. And I took him out there and I stopped on the fork of the road for him. And there was a koala just crossing the junction, crossing the little intersection, and climbed up a tree. And I got it on film, thank goodness. On this channel, sorry about that, this young girl. Oh, no, it's somebody else. On this channel, you will see that koala. I think I put it up for photos. There, you will also hear the one in the tree going off his dial. They just do not sound natural. Koalas, when they're doing their thing, doing their mating calls, they sound crazy. Like the first time I ever heard one when I moved up here from Victoria. In the bush, lived in bushland like this. And I'm like crapping myself, thinking, what is that? There's a monster coming through the bush to get me. Like a big, I thought it was a Sasquatch. Here in Australia, we call them yowies. I really thought it was a yowie coming to get me. But no, it's just a koala. Cool. They make crazy sounds once when they get going. We had a beautiful day yesterday. Absolutely beautiful day. Today we're in for rain. Oh, there's my little bug. I usually do longer walks than this. I usually park way down the road. But I just get a little bit apprehensive because of the two crazy women. Sorry, I shouldn't call them crazy. I won't. I'll retract that. Two women that have really serious issues that really need some very huge professional help live on this road, and they don't like me because I tried. Isn't it crazy how you go out of your way to be godly, friendly, and help, and it comes back and bites you really super hard? Well, that's what's happened with those two women. Try to be godly, friendly, and I ended up getting attacked by one of them physically. Nearly, very closely, nearly got physically attacked by the other one, because the other one comes here and sneaks on this man's property. This is her ex-lover, and I busted her on his property hiding behind a tree, and I'm telling her from here, hey, I can see you, darling, you're on his property. And she has an AVO against her, which is like an apprehended violence order, which protects him from her being on his property. But she doesn't listen. And anyway, yes, he asked me to make a statement. So I made a statement. Well, that didn't go down very well. Hey guys, guess what? I'm at the end. So I'm going to head home and have some breakfast. Thanks for watching. God bless. Stay safe. Have an amazing day.